he's literally everything I've ever dreamed. I've never met him. I don't know his personality, but
Getting hit by a tsunami while I'm in the shower. This fire's so big, it's going up the floors.
actual World War I trench foot.
No, I cannot do a single push-up. La, 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 la. Let us be glad. 2, 3. Yay!
Yay! Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Bo Show.
Bo Show.
Bo. Should we have a theme song every episode? What's going to be?
I feel like we should just riff.
Okay, you don't want to give us a song? Sing a song for us.
Guys, this is the Bo Show.
You know I love my Cynthia Erivo. Oh my God.
What God?
Am I drinking?
Wait, am I straws pink? Pink goes good with green.
Let us be glad. Okay, so what kind of boba do you have today, Al?
I have a black milk tea with half sugar and boba, as always. What did you get?
I got the Hulk. Oh wait, we should probably. I got the Hulk, which is, I have no idea. I think it's kiwi and green apple, which I don't usually like, and aloe jelly, which I'm really into these days.
I like the aloe jelly. I like their jellies there.
Because I'm like on a health journey these days, as we'll get into. So, you know, the Hulk, I'm like fit. I'm doing my Pilates. Aloe is healthy. You know, green apple, it's green, like healthy things.
That's how I feel about black milk tea. I'm like, it's simple. I get half sugar, so I'm basically losing fat.
You're basically literally like the fat is getting absorbed out
like
of
instead
you.
of like 100% sugar, which is drinking a normal drink, I'm actually drinking less drink.
Yeah, no, that's exactly that's exactly how that works.
And if I got no sugar, I wouldn't even be drinking.
Elle, what's up?
Okay, nothing. Wait, what topic?
Well, should I tell you about my encounters this weekend?
Yeah, what topics do you have?
Sorry, I'm just like ASMR, like me gulping my boba down. I had 2 encounters yesterday when I was on the New Jersey Transit, which maybe I shouldn't say.
I'm actually, wait, side note, I'm so scared of doxing ourselves. Like, I'm even, like, covering my... I know, I'm scared. I'm also good, because I was thinking about the fire that happened. We'll get back to that. I was thinking about the fire that happened, and I was like, oh, we can't even call it the type of fire we want, because we're going to dox ourselves. Anyway, very scared about that. Also, it's so easy to dox yourself. And especially when I was in New York, I was like, it's so easy to stalk people. Like, I'd be walking back from work. I left the exact same time, got on the train the exact same time, went to work, left the exact same time, or 10 minutes in between. It would be so easy to stalk me. And every time I went home, I was like, wow.
I mean, we had the incident with the crazy guy.
Yeah.
And that was genuinely like, I'm worried that man has YouTube and is going to...
No, it's so easy to stalk someone.
It was like, yeah, no, I'm scared. I also think that I would be really like, I would probably... Maybe we shouldn't say this. I feel like I would not know that I'm being stalked, like, until you kill me, like, until you stab me 5 times. And I'm like, why? Why are you doing this to me?
I feel like when I'm on the street, I'm pretty observant, which is also, like, I will stare at people. Like, I'll walk by and be like...
Well, let's talk about... when was this? This was like a few days ago. We were walking. I was on the phone with my friend of the podcast, Jemima D, and we were walking to get from getting boba, if you can believe. I was on the phone, and we are walking down this street, unknown street to you, and it's right by where we live, which I'm scared to even say. I'm scared to even say.
Yeah, I was walking with my friend at a time and a place.
In an unknown location. And we were walking down this street it was the middle of the day. The sun was shining. It was it was literally like a beautiful, we walk in the street every day. Like, the street is a street that we are constantly on for years. And we're walking by the street, and I'm on the phone, and literally this guy shouts, and I'm going to move my mic away for this. He goes, ah! It was genuinely the scariest moment of my life. It was such a visceral scream. I hope no one comes knocking. It was such a
Eat slugs! Brother Harry Potter fan.
No, but it was such a visceral scream that I was genuinely like, I remember just looking at you and being like fuck, like, this is it for us. Like, it was scary. Like, I don't know. And then not a few days later, we were walking that same street, and I knew that guy looked familiar. and we were walking down the same street, and instead of like the guy when he yelled, he was crossing to the other side of the street, but he was looking at us when he yelled. And then we kind of Elle literally like locked in. Like I'm gonna for the audio listeners, you're not gonna be able to enjoy this, but Elle, I do not was just she was hunched over and then she went and like zoomed. Like I've never seen your like the way that you actually dialed in. I felt so secure in that moment. I was like, Elle, in a crisis,
I
Elle
mean, business. Like, I'm not gonna be slouching. Like, I gotta go. Like, Do you have like that fear? Sometimes I get though that like, I've said this before. I have a fear that I'm going to get shot, and like that's how I'm gonna die. It's like, or like sometimes I get in a car and I'm like, okay, car crash. But like, I have a fear now that I'm not in cars anymore. Like basically anytime.
Docs.
Now that I'm not in cars that often, I literally like I'll walk around and I'll feel like I'll make believe having a gunshot wound or something. Like, that sounds so stupid, but like I'll be walking and be like, I feel it. Like I feel like I'm gonna get shot. Like if I was like, I got shot right now, and it's right here every time. It's like a specific,
like in your upper abdomen.
Yeah, it's like a specific place that I'm like, I know I'm gonna get shot. And it's not even like I'm scared. It's like I'll be like that even at home. Like it's not even here. It's like not even like, oh, I'm in the city. It's like anytime I'll be walking around, I'm like, I could just get shot right now.
I had a dream once that I got shot, and it literally, my ears were ringing when I woke up. Like, I actually heard a gunshot near me. Like, I woke up, and I woke up, and it was like, you know in the movies, like...
When you shift too hard and you get shot in your dream.
When I go to Hogwarts, I get Avada Kedavra too hard, and I'm at the station with Dumbledore. Sorry, you know I get embarrassed with my shifting.
We can't drink at the same time.
Sorry, boba break. Viewers at home, I hope you have a boba with you. Comment down below what boba you have, please.
And let us know if you get shot on the way back.
Yeah, and let us know if something happens to you on the way. No, but sorry, let's continue the story. Apologies for the side note. But we were walking down the same street, and the guy was coming towards us on the same side of the sidewalk. And I looked at him, and I was like, this guy is so familiar. And we were just like, doing our thing. We were talking about people and walking with our boba. And as he walks past, I just like turn my head, as women do, to make sure that I know where men are at all times. And I kid you not, we're still walking as I'm doing this. I'm walking, I turn my head, and he is literally stopped, dead in his tracks, looking at us. Like eyes, crazy eyes, like I've only pupil dilated, just staring at us. And then as we walk, he keeps staring. It was so scary, actually. That was scarier than the yell, in my opinion.
Yeah, I feel like the yell is just like, okay, like sometimes we all need to let it out sometimes, but that was scary. Because then also it's like,
sometimes the world make you feel that way,
Yeah. No, I am kind of scared to go around that corner now because I'm just like, what?
Or like even like go be anywhere outside at night. I'm like, he's lurking, he's waiting for us. Oh, I'm gonna limit something on that.
Don't dox us right now.
Remember when we were walking back from Tori, friend of the pod's apartment, and we were walking back, and the guy walked by us and just yelled at us again? It was a different guy.
Me being like,
why'd you laugh like that?
No, because that's how you know you're like annoying is when. Because we were walking back, the both of us late at night, we crossed the street, and this guy who looks just like a normal guy, we were just walking up the stairs, and he just stops. What he yells at us, he goes, "Be quiet!" Or like, "Stop talking so loud."
No, it was shut the fuck up, wasn't it?
Was it really me? Me being PG, it was shut the
And I remember being like, my heart just like starts racing, and I'm like, am I about to get shot
No,
in the abdomen?
I felt it. It comes up.
You said, this is the moment.
I'm getting shot.
He shoots you, you're like, no, the other side, please.
I'm like, that's not usually what it feels like. Yeah, that was really weird. Also, it just made me be like self-conscious because I was like, does everyone think I'm that loud? No, I'm not even that loud usually.
I'm so quiet and peaceful, and I just have such a calm energy about me. Everyone says so.
Just calm.
So chilling down to earth. That's what everyone says about you.
Trying to be chilling down to earth. 2025. Talking about New Year's resolutions for 2025.
Which we're talking about in May.
I actually have been really close to doing a push-up. And my New Year's resolution is to be able to do a push-up, and not a girly push-up, like an actual push-up where I have 2 feet on the ground, and I'm like doing a plank, and then I go up and I go down.
But you can't even do one?
No, I cannot do a single push-up. And
I never knew this.
no, I can't do a push-up. I don't think I've ever been able to do a push-up.
You can't do one push-up?
No.
Is it because your back is like broken? So it's like...
Oh, is it because your back's fucked?
it's because your back is so bendy. It's like a ripple.
Oh, it's
like
because your arms are worms?
No, but like, is it because you're like? I feel like you're. I don't know. I just feel like your back.
Is it because your kneecaps are spaghetti? No, I've just never been able to do a push-up, but I'm actually getting there, and I can do a girl push-up now. But I can only do one.
You couldn't do a girl push-up before?
No.
Oh, it's literally leading and going up.
Okay, but like proper form and everything, you have to be like very like.
I actually like that's genuinely crazy, but I love you.
I also can't touch my toes, though I have been trying.
You honestly need to do yoga. Honestly, this is like a life-threatening thing.
No,
you need to do it soon.
I can't do it when my knees are like locked. But like I have to bend my knees kind of far to touch my toes. Like it's not like I could just bend over and be like, okay, toes are touched.
You just ended the podcast right then and there. I don't have any other
Period.
topics. Period. What's my New Year's resolution? I don't even know. Oh, grace. I'm trying.
I thought you were talking about a person. I was like, Grace, bro.
Grace. No.
Oh, my news, Grace.
Grace. No, to have more grace. Because I'm so cool like that and I'm just so like one with people. I feel like I'm trying to be more like gracious, but I also don't think that it necessarily is a time for grace. Arguably, it's a time to be not graceful because everyone's pissing me the fuck off. But you know, it's like maybe that means it is a time because everyone's being, you know what I mean?
I don't feel like being gracious. I'm actually on the opposite route. Do you say route or route?
I say route, I think. Route.
Well, I'm on the opposite route. So, see what I did there? Yeah, I kind of just gave up because I don't know why I need to give people grace because I've already been doing that and they don't earn it. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like I meet people and I'm like, oh, I'm going to be nice to everyone. And then they always screw me over or they're mean to me. Or not like mean, but you know what I mean? Like, they don't give that energy back. And I'm like, why do I have to do that? I feel like it's the same for when I'm at, like, a party, because I go to so many parties, you guys know. And, like, I go to a party, and I'm like, oh, I say hi to everyone. And then someone's like, oh, like, I'm glad you said hi. Like, I would have never... I'm so busy.
Hell!
I'm sorry!
Oh, why do you hate me?
Sorry, that was my bad. It's Embo. Ben, you are live on air with the Bo Show. What is your New Year's resolution this year? Say hello to the viewers.
Hi, viewers. First of all, I'll start off this podcast saying, yeah, I'm a little bit intoxicated. All right. My New Year's resolution this year, which was for the viewers 5 months ago, is probably to be a baddie, make a lot of fucking money, and be the best version of myself I can. What does that look like? I'm saying. I wonder. I don't know. Right now, it looks like a lot of alcohol in my system.
Well, I was just going to say, I get annoyed at parties. That's right. I left off. I get annoyed at parties when I go up to people, and I don't feel like I'm very good at being, like going up to people. Like, it does take a lot out of me to, like, everyone's, like, I don't think I'm an extrovert, or, like, I guess, like, I will go up to people if I want to, but, like, it still takes a lot of courage out of me. So I get annoyed when I go up to someone and I'm like, oh, yeah, I introduce myself. And they're like, oh, my gosh, like, I'm glad you came up to me and talked. Like, I get so nervous talking to people. Girl, so do I. And then it's like, I don't like that that's an excuse for everyone. It's like, I just get nervous talking to people. Dude, what?
It's time to suck it up.
No, it's time to be like, what do you think everyone else is thinking? Or maybe that's just me being like, I'm also insecure about it, but I don't know. It makes me annoyed.
I feel like it's time this year of 2020, the great year of 2025, which is not going too great if I'm being honest, looking at the world. But I feel like with the year of 2025, to me, it's time for everyone to like, if you know what your problem is, it's time for you to overcome that.
I agree.
Like, and I'm not talking like, crazy stuff. I'm talking like if you're someone who, for example, knows that you get nervous introducing yourself to people at a party and you never do it, it's time for you to introduce yourself at a party.
Or like try. Like, I understand if it's actually something that you like really struggle with and you can't just get over, but it's like maybe try introducing yourself to like your friend's friend. Right.
Like, it's time to like to work within the system that you have.
Yeah. Weasel.
It's time to weasel. 2025 is the year of the weasel. And I really do mean that. Let me talk about my weekends. We started with that and we never got there. Just for reference, like if you ever, like as a woman, what pisses me off the most in this world is when I am wearing a literal NPC fit and I get talked to by two men in public. And when I'm wearing a fire ass, like I curated outfit, nobody comes up to me and no one even says anything to me.
Oh, it's the worst thing.
Yesterday, I was in basically a glorified Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson outfit. I was wearing light wash denim jeans and a black t-shirt. And a black t-shirt that wasn't like, not like fitted, like it fit me like a boxy male t-shirt. I'm pretty sure it is a male t-shirt. Like it's not like a tight little thing. And I was wearing that. And I literally knew I was doing yard work. So I was like, I'm not trying to dress like a person. I'm trying to dress like an NPC. And I'm on the train, which I will not name what train. And I'm on my way to a state called New Jersey. What direction I'm traveling in, you'll never know. And I'm on this train, and I realized that I'm like fully like disassociating on this train and not paying attention to the name of the stops. And I'm like, I need to get off this train. I cannot miss my exit because I have to be there. The train gets to where I need to be at 3:29. I need to be there by 3:30. So it's like if I miss my station, it's gonna be annoying. And I'm like looking around and I'm like, shoot. And I, on the topic of being a weasel, I am trying to ask people questions in public and not be scared to ask them.
Yeah.
And I turned around to this guy, and he was like a middle-aged like man. And he had like sunglasses on in the train, which is it's just like, what is your vibe? And I turned around and I went, excuse me, what stop is this? And I was very proud of myself for asking that. And he was like, oh, this is fill in blank, whatever stop. And my stop was in 2. And he goes, oh, are you going to this stop? Which is the one he was getting off at. And I was like, oh no, I'm going here. And he's like, oh, I'm getting off here. And I was like, cool. But he had this vibe about him, like you're
coming home with me, darling?
No, kind of. Like he was like, oh, let me get to know you a little bit on this train.
Yeah.
Like this is our meet cute. And like but he is a middle-aged bald man. And I am a 21-year-old beautiful single female.
You know those bald men.
Right. And I'm wearing my NPC outfit and I'm like, oh, like, yeah, anyway. And I'm like, thank you. I literally went, thank you so much for telling me that, like, whatever. And I turned around and said on my phone. But I think he wanted to have a conversation, like, and it had, I'm one of those people that, like, someone could literally say, I'm flirting with you. And I would be like, no, you're not. Like, I'd never know. Mm-hmm. But I just had this gut feeling that this man was, like, doing something. And then it's his stop. And I look at him and I go, have a great day. I'm just trying to be nice. He just helped me. Have a great day. Yeah. Gets off the train. I kid you not. His response is, yeah. And gets off the train.
So he felt rejected and was like, bye.
I'm sorry. Can you look in the mirror? I'm not trying to be an asshole. I'm not trying to be an asshole. But, like, can we look in the mirror? Like, actually.
That was like when the guy in the grocery, I was in Target, and after work, I was so, just in my work pants and like a white tee. And actually, the 2 times I've worn those pants, I've got, like, either weirdly asked out or catcalled. And I really never want to wear those pants ever again. Like, I actually love those pants, but, like, every single time I wear them out, I don't know what it is.
You're too bodylicious.
The men are like, let me ruin her day. And it does. So, yeah, I was in Target, and it was after work, and I'm literally in the... all I wanted to make was a grilled cheese. So I have bread and I have cheese. And no, I don't even have bread yet. I have cheese. Just cheese. I just wanted my cheese. I had my cheese in my hands. And so I'm looking at all the bread. And it's like grocery bread section. I just wanted white bread. Maybe, change it up. A grain.
Period.
And then this man comes up to me. I swear, usually they're 30. I swear this man was like late 30s, maybe 40s. He was wearing like a full ass suit. He honestly was really tall. He could have been like a bodyguard, like that type of like vibe. He comes up to me and he goes, "Would you like to get dinner?"
Which also, like, what happened to, what's your name?
It was so, he just came up, "Would you like to get dinner?" And I looked at him, I went, "No." I didn't know what else to say. I literally was so scared. I was like, "No." No. And he left. Like, I kind of was like, well, no. I grabbed my bread, left, and I'm going to check out, and I don't see him anywhere. I don't know if he, like, followed me in, or, like, if he was just in there and then left, or, like, we just didn't bump it. I mean, the grocery section of Target in a city is only so big. It was so weird.
That is actually crazy.
And I don't know why. Like, I hope 20s.
You look very young.
And it wasn't work where I was like, oh, a button down. It was like my white brandy top. And like,
So you're skinny too. Once
I won't say it out loud, but my waist is not there. So I'm wearing like a brandy top and like some work pants. And it could have been like a college student outfit. It wasn't like, oh, corporate. I'm in like a little skirt and dress and like coat. A 40-year-old man. Also, yeah, what happened to like, hey, like I just noticed you at dinner? Me? Tonight? Also, he didn't even say, would you like to get dinner?
Yeah, what if he was like in Paris and he flew you in a private jet?
En Paris?
En Paris?
I'd probably still be like, no.
No, I'm not getting on a jet with you, sir.
No.
I don't even know your. Like, I actually don't understand. Like, would you like to get dinner? Who are you?
No, it's
Like, why?
I don't know
are
if he thought
you?
his face card was face carding, and he was like, would you like to get dinner?
He's mocking you.
Please.
Yeah, not even please. Actually,
Please.
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was really weird. And honestly, no one after that has tried to ask me out. So, like, the last person that asked me out was a 40-year-old.
So that's definitely a confidence booster.
Yeah, it makes me feel awesome. Makes me feel awesome.
I had well, here we go. So 40-year-old man, right? Yesterday.
Yeah.
Then I get to my grandparents' house. And also, I think yesterday I just had an approachable vibe because it was just me and this guy at the station waiting for like people to pick us up. And he came up to me and he was like, "Can I use your phone?" And I was like, "Oh," like I get scared with that because I'm like, what if
he grabs your phone and takes it?
dude,
And then you get shot in the abdomen right here.
right there. My first thought is always someone's gonna grab my phone and just run. And like I'm not fast. Like I just started Pilates like 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I'm not ready to chase my phone down.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
you
I
know
don't.
how people say that it's like when you get like to a certain age or something, it's like, oh, after college, everyone either like runs a marathon or goes to Japan. I'm going to Japan. I'm not running a marathon.
Oh, I'm not running a fucking marathon.
No.
You would have to. Today, our friend of the pod, Sylvia and Quincy, they told me that they knew someone who ran a 250-mile race nonstop in the middle, and they got
250 miles?
trench foot. They got actual World War I trench foot, and you can't stop. You just keep running, and they're like 40 something. And the 200. How do you? I can't even run. Viewers, I can't even run 1 mile. I actually don't think I can.
Why would you want to do that though? Like, what would be like? Oh, I'm gonna do 240 miles. I think it's 26.2 or whatever. Was it 26?
So a marathon is 26.2 miles. So you are doing a marathon times 8?
What do you eat? Like, do you just survive off of those like gummy packs? So I know
or space astronaut food.
I love those Gatorade like.
Oh, the Gatorade gummies.
Can we get sponsored by the Gatorade gummies? Because I love
No, genuinely
those
my dream. I think they eat like space food, like the Neapolitan dried block
and
of
then
space
they,
food.
Drink out of a tube.
They sell it at the Franklin Institute, which is nowhere near where we are. And and when I was a kid, I would go there on vacation. I'd go there on field trips. And could you imagine?
I just imagine you in the Franklin Institute with like a beach towel and like a little palapa, and you're just like, yeah, I went there on vacation.
No, like me and all my siblings, like our parents are like, well, we can afford the Franklin Institute. It's like, okay, I guess that works. But I would go there all the time, and every kid would spend like literally $50 on space astronaut food. And it's literally just freeze-dried food. Like, it's just dry, and it's not good. Like, it's not good. It's like, why did we... I spent so much... I actually, like, spent a ridiculous amount of money.
You know what I think
that.
would hit in space is cotton candy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, do you even need to freeze-dry cotton candy for space?
What
Like, it's already good.
You just bring in sugar and then, like... me being like, oh, I want to go to space, and there's in the middle just a cotton candy machine. I'm like, hold on, guys, I have to eat.
I feel like I would have that. Like, I think popcorn would be fun in space because it already floats, so it would pop and then kind of go woo.
That's so basic.
You just said cotton fucking candy. What else?
Yeah, but popcorn's
Sorry,
like
I
basic.
think that golden sushi would be really fire in space. Like what? Like what kind of food do you want?
Yeah, have you been to the Universal Studios ride?
I've never been to Florida. Ever.
I have never been to Florida.
But Universal Studios.
I was talking about Hollywood.
I've never been to California either. I don't go to any states that are like too main character.
Okay. North Dakota calling.
I only go to North Dakota or Idaho is a real big one. Or I'll go to like Chicago, but only like outside the city. Like
That's such a cop-out.
yeah, like
I don't do anything that's main character. When I'm back in Chicago, I feel it. I would only go to any city that's not named in a song.
yeah. So
Boom.
Idaho, we're good.
Yeah.
Solid. And they have potatoes, and I love potatoes.
I also love potatoes. I love
Fingerling potatoes. You know what that is? I fucking love fingerling potatoes.
Why do you keep doing that? I love cheesy potatoes. I think totally going. Wow, didn't even finish your story.
Oh, no, go ahead. We'll get back to my story.
Oh, I was just going to say that I don't really find, like, when I was growing up, I feel like I never had a crush on, like, a certain actor that was, like, now I have crushes on them, like, Ross Lynch. But, like, when I was growing up, I wasn't like, oh, my gosh, I love Ross Lynch.
Yeah.
Dare I say it's because I watched anime. But
I had a crush on Natsu from Fairy Tail.
no, I did too. That's who I'm talking about.
When his clothes would burn off after he did the ultimate
There's
dragon.
something about, like, people nowadays don't have their clothing burnt off when they get into bed, and that's just sad.
When him and Lucy would caress and basically nude out, like nude, I was saying nude attire, being nude.
In their birthday suit.
In their birthday suit, if you will. And when they would just like lay together and it'd be like, they're not dating though. I'd be like, ugh, I love that. I would watch edits. I was really into it. I got in my first internet beef doing that.
What? Your first beef? Oh my gosh, I used to save like photos of them on Pinterest. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? Like, on Pinterest, where it's like,
I have Pinterest,
where it's
but I
like, oh my gosh,
recently
my
deleted.
favorite ship, and then it's like,
When I made my Muppets Pinterest board, I went
Yeah.
through all of my boards before I sent it out, and I deleted / privated a lot of boards. Like you can only see one of my boards, I think.
I had so many boards I had to delete.
Because I didn't want people to like know that I have a Natsu board on Pinterest.
Yeah.
A Nalu, whatever they fucking call it. But no, I got my first beef I was on YouTube on my other account I don't have now. Not on
yeah?
Funny Girls Big City. And I was on my other account and I was watching top 10. So embarrassing. I was watching like top 10 dragon, what are they called? The dragon wielders? What are they called?
Yeah, I know what you're
Whatever.
talking
And in Fairy Tail.
Yeah.
And they had Natsu as number 2 and they had Wendy as number 1. And someone in the comments was like, I totally agree with Wendy being number 1. She's the best one. And I literally went, you're so
Wait,
wrong.
was Wendy the one with
The blue hair.
I actually love her though. Like, I agree.
You are very Wendy.
I love her.
She has her vibe.
and the guy who eats metal.
Well, Gagio is pretty much your dream man. I feel like he has he has kind of your energy. Like he's kind of a hardcore like vibe. He has like an edgy vibe to him. I feel like
Wait, what was his name?
vibe. But I got and then I commented. And it was like, you're so wrong. Obviously, Natsu is the best one. I think he literally is basically like an anime version of Shadow, and you love Shadow.
No, actually, this is very much my vibe. You really hit that one on the. I never know that phrase.
Hit the nail on the head.
You hit the nail on the head. I always go like, you hit that nose on the nail, or like.
You have a nose and you have a nail.
Yeah.
And you
Wait.
hit that on the head.
Who was first? Did you say?
They said it was Wendy who was first on the list, and I said it was Natsu because I had a crush on Natsu, and I thought he was the best. Also, he was like tan, and he had pink hair, and it was just
Yeah.
he was so charismatic.
But I don't like characters when they're like 12. She looks 12.
No, she's literally a child.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I think it's when it's like, oh,
and
I'm
they
a
kept
child.
making characters about or jokes about in the show how she didn't have boobs. So I was like, isn't she a kid?
No, I always think that's
It's
so
always,
weird when
like,
they're
weird.
like, wait, I don't like when it's like a child is with an, like, not like with an adult, but like in an anime that's like the rest are adults, and then they're like, oh, but the child does things that are the same, and I'm like, that's really weird because she's 12.
Right.
So anyway, I do think she should be less.
Yeah, like, I guess, honestly, though, looking back on it, she does have healing powers, which I don't have, so I guess that's a benefit or whatever. But I'm like, I'm sorry, Natsu's literally a demon or whatever, so, like, he eats. And I remember, like, I got in, this wasn't like, oh, I said something and the guy said it back. It was, like
beef.
I sent, like, I made, like, 30 comments on that. Like, we were going back and forth. And he was like, I was pulling
Honestly,
up.
stand your ground.
I was citing sources. Like, I was bringing in, like, wiki fan pages. And I was so mad. I was, like, 12. And I was so mad. I was in my Din and Phil merch doing
Yes.
this. Like, I was really into it. And also, like, I was a sleeper anime kid. So no one knew I
was
even liked
too.
anime.
I feel like to this day I'm a sleeper. Well, no,
great.
I wasn't like a sleeper anime kid. Like, I feel like people knew I liked anime. But like, dare I say, I feel like now that's a switch up is people don't think I like anime, and that makes me sad because I'm like, what do you mean? Like, obviously I do.
But honestly, liking anime, if I were to go back in time and give like advice to women who, and like maybe this is wrong, you shouldn't change your interest for a man, and I'll stand by that. However, the best pull is saying you watch anime.
Oh, I
oh my god, it's like they literally they're the way
bend and snap works every time.
No, works every time. If I'm like, oh yeah, I used to love anime. I've watched but list them all. They were like, wait, you like anime? Oh my god, and they like literally like are
Which
drooling.
is so weird because I feel like now, well, I feel like in middle school is like weird. Like when we were in middle school years ago, it was like weird. But now it's like cool if you like anime, or like when you're in a like now a college age, if you like anime, it doesn't matter.
No, but even
but that's what's so weird is that I'm like, okay, but like why wouldn't I? Like I feel like nowadays if someone didn't watch anime, they're like that's weird. I'd be like, you're a freak. What do you mean you don't like watching cartoons?
But also, can I add to that? When I worked at the Boys and Girls Club, the kids there, if you didn't like anime, you were weird.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
So, like,
I feel like nowadays it's like the thing.
It's like if you don't watch anime, it's like they will like kids will come up to you and the way they make friends is to be like, who is the best dragon slayer in fairy tale?
Yeah.
And don't even tell me it's Wendy, or I will crash out. The cool kids, because there's always cool kids at the club, would be like, that's their go-to line. It's like, what anime do you like? And also, might I add too, actually, everyone I know, like all the boys that I know who went to middle school with me who would make fun of kids who liked anime, post about anime all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying.
So
Now
you're
they adopt
liars.
the personality, and I'm like, that's
Yeah, so you're actually
interesting.
I don't even know if they adopted it. I think that they were keeping a secret, and they were just like, no one wanted to be that guy. It was kind of like me. There was a girl in my middle school. Wait, I'm sorry, I'm talking a lot. You can speak too.
No, you're good. Keep going.
You have my permission. What the fuck? I hope you guys like for audio listeners, Ellen literally just moved her straw. Sorry, too many bits.
Sorry, Winnie, too many bits.
We love Little House on the Prairie, and my mom and I. Like, that's how my mom and I's bonding show is Little House on the Prairie. I love that show. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
It is literally but it's so good.
Yeah.
And it's just such a good classic little show. And there was a girl in middle school who loved Little House on the Prairie. And she was very nice. And actually, like, her mom is really sweet. And she was genuinely a really nice person. And I was friends with her. But she would, like, cosplay as a prairie girl to school.
Oh.
And I would not tell her that I watched Those on the Prairie or tell anyone that I watched Those on the Prairie because I was scared that I was going to be seen as a cosplayer.
Okay, that's how I feel exactly about K-pop, though. Like, I will not let a living soul know I like K-pop. And it's not even weird nowadays, I feel like. You know what I mean? Like, it's not a weird thing, I feel like, anymore. Like, everyone goes to Blackpink Chella, and they're like, oh, I'm a Blink, or BTS, love.
Blackpink!
Like,
Sorry.
ooh, wanna rock with Jenny.
Oh, I love that song. Rock with Jenny.
But, yeah, I feel like the same thing where it's like, but I don't like being associated with the weird people who like K-pop, so I will never.
Like, wanna be Korean. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like it's
the
like a weird
weirdos.
Korea boo thing.
Yeah.
Like, I would rather die.
It's like, what
than
happened to
associate
just
with that.
having an interest? My siblings, they all cosplay. I'm not shaming the cosplay game. Actually, I'm not. But I just will say that, like, I'm just not somebody who, like, when I have a hobby, you don't know my hobbies. Like, I don't ever wear it on my face.
Cosplay. I would never post about it. Like, it was just me doing my thing. Like, I don't post it online. Same with K-pop. Like, I don't post that, or anime. I don't post that online. Not because I'm, like, ashamed of liking it. Like, if someone genuinely asks me about it and they're like, do you like anime? Do you like K-pop? I'll be like, yeah. But I'm not going to share that with you if you're just like, I'm not going to be like, oh my gosh, I love K-pop. Like, you have to ask me about it. You have to let me in.
Please don't shut me out again.
Yeah.
Please don't close the door. We don't have to live that way anymore. But anyway, not important. Yeah, I like, and maybe that's something that'll change about me. Like, what you see of me is, like, you connect that to hobbies. Because I think, honestly, I'm someone who, like, when people ask me about things, the only thing that I'm upfront about is honestly just loving Kermit the Frog and the Muppets. Like, I don't think anyone looks at me and goes, that girl literally would marry Kermit the Frog today. People
I'm
think
not
that.
so sure. I know a couple people who might think that.
And you know what? I hope that person is my future husband, and he loves that about me. Dude, I'm still thinking about right. I'm kicking my feet over you. he's literally everything I've ever dreamed. I've never met him. I don't know his personality. But looks-wise, he has dark brunette hair. His eyes are like this beautiful brown color.
His eyes are like the ocean, and his hair is like chocolate on it.
Exactly. And like he has curly brown hair. And it's like the perfect length of curl. It's like if I drew him up myself. If I delish. And he also was wearing a suit, and I love a man in a suit.
I agree. I think men need to dress up more.
But
everyone knows my take on that. And maybe not other pod people, but all of my friends know my take that men need to stop wearing khakis and just a t-shirt, and it's sad.
If I see a man in a khaki, I am going to throw up in my mouth.
It's so annoying.
I just think khakis
They're
are
not even, like, I can't even see how they're comfortable. That's what I don't get. It's not even like,
they're not.
Oh, like a guy's wearing like black sweatpants. They're not even doing that. They're like, let me put on my khakis or my like ill-fitting jeans.
I went to
what?
No, what? I went to charter school for like most of my like K through 8 or whatever, and we wore khakis every day, and khakis are the most uncomfortable pants. And you know, like when you're wearing pants and they kind of slide down, and you get like crotch bag, like and you have to like pull them up, or you have like air. Like you're never gonna not be like a victim of khaki crotch.
No, I genuinely don't get it. Also, I love when guys leave their hair like after they shower and it's like low key still wet, or it's like they put gel in it so it low key, like something like that.
The wet.
Why
look.
don't you guys like? Why don't guys just do that? Like, because then it also shows that it's like, oh, they showered. They don't shower. Ooh.
With their 3-in-1 body, whatever.
Yeah.
Me and Sylvia, a friend of the pod, were talking about this today, how like men, like especially men's hair, when they like if their hair gets a little long, like when we would normally get a trim, they either buzz it all off or they let it grow to an insane degree of long, and then they go all the way back. They have to do it in extreme. They can't just like keep maintain.
Like go just get a haircut.
Why can't we just maintain a style? Like, why is it always, oh, my hair grew out a little bit, I guess I'll buzz it, or I guess I'll do a weird, like, buzz on the bot. Like, it's like, why can't we just,
No, that's why I feel like, though, when a guy has a good haircut, it's so attractive to people.
Yes.
Because it's like, wow.
Wow, you did the bare minimum.
Wow, you took care of yourself.
No, right.
Oh, guys, look at our dragon.
I won this, guys, the best carnival game, in my opinion. This is, like, where the topics are actually insane. I'm at a boardwalk. And if there are carnival games, the best one to do, because there's never anyone there, so it's just, as long as you have 4 people, you're good, and you're going to win something, is the one where you shoot water into the hole. Because you will always...
Water in the hole!
I'm going to edit this back, and I'm going to be like, we never finished this.
No, we never finished half the stories. Also, we said we'd come back to the fire, and we never did.
Oh, fuck. Wait, how long? I need to stop cursing. You know who told me they're going to stop cursing? And I kind of was like, that's going to be kind of a crazy shift.
Who?
Casey. Friend of the pod, Casey, my best friend, Casey, from our hometown, which I will not be named.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I noticed it, but maybe it's because I feel like Casey and I are on the same vibe of how much we curse low-key.
Well, because her roommate doesn't curse at all. And Casey...
I feel like I only notice it when I'm talking to someone and they don't curse at all. And then I'm like, wait.
It's kind of like when you watch Dance Moms and Dr. Holly never curses, but she always tears them apart with words. It's like, I just want to be eloquent.
I agree that I think when it comes down to like trying to be like actually like, I don't know, I guess it sounds more intelligent if you don't curse.
But I will say, I think the idea of like women not cursing to be more classy does come from a place of like misogyny a little bit.
Well, yes.
Well, yes.
I agree.
Because back in the day, if we cursed, it was like fucking no. No. When we cursed, it was like, wow, like that's like you should be beat. Like your husband should hit you. Like it was like bad news bears. So, and men were cursing left and right. I'm taking claim of the room. It's kind of like when a man would come into the room in the 80s and he'd just be like, I want to squeeze her jugs. And all the men would be like, I respect you and you're my boss. You know, that kind of energy?
Yeah.
But like, I feel like when I'm just like talking to you and I'm like, yeah, he was such a fucking bitch. Like, I am describing him accurately. You know, there's only so many words.
Yeah.
Am I stooping to a man's level of cursing to take this like, I don't know. Like, I'm like, do I need to take that back? Like, do I even care that was a rule? I love the freedom of choice, but is that a choice that I want to make?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I understand.
I don't know.
Maybe use it as a special tool rather than an everyday.
Yeah. Versus
It's a little num-num.
It's only... How do we even get here?
Yeah,
actually?
and you still didn't finish that story about you in the jeans in the top.
Oh, right. Actually, let's get back to that. Let's not... sorry. I'm so sorry to all of our viewers. But honestly, if you...
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
See my toes through the blanket.
You're going to be on Famous Feet.
No.
I kind of want to be on Famous Feet. I feel like that's how I'll know I made it in life.
I want to be on there.
Well, To each their own. No, back to my story, but I was looking like Dwayne The Rock in my NPC outfit. The guy took my phone. We talked about that. And I was like, and he was very nice. It ended up being fine. But you know when you're a girl and you're like, you hear those stories about women who are being too nice and then get like kidnapped and attacked?
Yeah.
That's what I thought was going to happen to me. So I was glad that it was just him actually borrowing my phone and then like saying thank you and leaving. Like he was a very nice man. But I also was just dissed by another middle-aged man. So you're never too careful.
Yeah.
Then my aunt and I, we go to this bakery. And because it's my grandfather's birthday and we're getting a cake. And I'm at the bakery and I'm wearing my NPC outfit. And listen, I look good in those jeans. I'm not gonna lie. I look
If you're snatched, you're snatched.
Right? But I walk into the bakery and there is like a girl at the counter. She's very sweet. And then she's so sweet, by the way. And as I'm walking, we're looking at the cakes and there's a guy who's like in the back room and he's like our age. And he's honestly like kind of cute. I'm not gonna lie. He was a nice looking guy. He was not there. I walk in, I'm talking to my aunt. And then I look at him, we make eye contact.
Yeah.
He comes out to talk to me.
Wait, actually?
Yes. And into the city that I live, I have never once been approached to by a man. Like he came out and he kind of made a look to the girl and then he looked at me. And he was like, I asked a question to the girl and he answered it. And he's like, I got you. But it was like, I am someone who when someone's like flirting or thinks I'm cute, I don't think it's true. Like I convince myself it's not true.
Yeah.
I am 1,000% sure. And my aunt even said to me as we left, she's like, he came out just for you. And I was like, I know. In the place I live, no one has ever, doesn't approach me. I'm like, I don't really look that good now. But even on my days where I look fire, and I'm like, I look really beautiful today. Like, you know when you look in the mirror and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
Like I am at my best. Even on those days, I have never been approached, not once. I've had some people look at me, I won't lie. Oh my God. I was once wearing a Lululemon. Listen, those Lululemon girls know what's up. I was wearing your Lululemon set with the little vest, the jacket. And I was walking on campus and a hot brunette man, again, I love a brunette, literally walked by me, checked me out. Apparently I missed it. I was not paying attention. He looked me up and down like neck break. Looked me up and down and then walked away. But he was like, that was the only other time I've had that experience where someone was like, damn. Or when I'm at the club, it happens sometimes, I won't lie.
If I start making eye contact with people and we hold it for like 2 seconds, I'm genuinely about to start asking people out. Dare I say, though, I kind of love having stories about like people asking me out. Like that one guy who was on the street and he was like, oh, I love your outfit. And then started talking to me how he's like, oh, like people, like my friends tell me Taylor Swift is gay. Would you agree? And I was like, what? Or listening to Taylor Swift is gay. Not that Taylor Swift is gay. I don't think he cared about that.
But I mean, if we want to get into it,
but if we want to,
if you want to talk about Carly
let
Claus,
us know.
Yeah, let us know if you want that in the next episode. She went to the Arrow store, by the way, which is crazy.
Wait, what's with Carly Claus?
Dude, everyone thinks that her and Taylor Swift had like a lesbian.
Wait, really?
Same with
That's kind of random, me thinks.
Same with the girl from Glee, the one that plays Quinn. She also had a thing. Her and Taylor, people were saying that they both had necklaces that had scissors on them. I was on TikTok a few days ago when this came up, and everyone was like, "Remember the scissor necklace?" I'm like, "What are we even talking about?" Like,
no,
what?
I
like,
don't.
I'm sorry, you did not crack the code.
Wait, have they ever like talked to each other, or was
they
it like
were
they
friends
just
for a while, and there was a lot of like people were like the.
Do you think Taylor Swift would really wear a scissor necklace though? And
I don't know. Listen,
that'd be like I feel like with how she knows her fans dissect her so much.
I don't know if the scissor necklace is anything, but I do think that they probably kissed at least. They were very. Listen, I'm not gonna try to put. I'm not gonna put anything on anyone, but it does feel like there was probably like. I wouldn't be like a drunk kiss at least.
It was like that one headline that's like, which could mean nothing.
So should we talk about the fire before we like as our final thing?
Oh yes, our final thing, the fire.
Okay, so our apartment building caught fire. Elle, explain your experience waking up at 4:30 in the morning to that.
So also would like to preface that the exact same thing happened like last week, except it actually was like a false alarm last week. So last week the fire alarm goes off at like 12 in the morning and we're like, okay, great. And it just goes like meep, 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 meep. There is a fire, or not a fire, but there is an emergency in the building. And so no one ever listens to it because it's like they also pull that thing like boy who cries wolf
all the time.
Literally because it goes off all the time.
Well, it also says it literally says in the alarm, do not go in the stairwell, do not go in the elevators.
Yeah.
Because you'll get locked in.
It basically just says like, okay, stay where you are. Whatever. So I sleep through it like last week. Or
I
I'm
just,
like,
like, put the
okay,
pillow over my
whatever.
head.
Yeah. And I went to bed and they were like, okay, it's, and then there's a guy afterwards who is like like whatever is happening has been like cleared and you're okay or whatever. And so what day was that Friday?
It was
Thursday?
Friday morning.
Friday morning. That sucks. Anyway.
No, it was terrible.
So Friday morning, at like 4 a.m, the fire alarm goes off. And obviously because it happened last week, I was like, okay, so this is another weird thing going on. So I try and sleep through it, but it's going on. These usually go on for like 10, 15 minutes and it's loud. So it's not like
it's
you
ringing
can
in your ear.
Like really, it's not like you can go back to bed. So you're just kind of like there. And I was like, okay, whatever. And it shuts off. But then there's not like a guy who says anything. So honestly, I was like, oof, like this might actually be something. I don't care. I'm going back to bed. Because, of course, they always pull it. And then it happens again, like what, like 10, 15 minutes?
Wait, it happened twice?
Yes, like it went off, shut off, and then came back on.
I didn't even know that it happened twice. I fully only heard it when he was knocking on the door. Anyway, we'll get to that. But I didn't even know that happened twice.
No, it went.
I can sleep through
Wait,
anything.
really?
I can sleep through
oh
anything.
my gosh, that's so scary. I wish you never said that. So it happened once. There was like a break. I don't know how long because I think I went back to sleep, but I would say it's probably maybe 15 minutes. And it came back on, and then it like happened again, and I was like, and then I was like kind of up because I was like, this is kind of weird, like because why would it come back?
Like why?
And
are
the
we
guy
doing
didn't
this?
say before like, oh, it's clear. And so I was waiting, and I was like, okay, maybe I'll go back to bed because maybe it's just something, whatever. And then there's this man who comes and just starts, like, I just hear a knock really hard at the
Not
door.
even a
And
knock,
I was
a
like,
slam.
yeah, like it was loud. And I was like, my other, like, because I was like, oh my gosh, what is this? I also don't know why, but besides fire, I always think intruder. So then I was
agree.
like, what if there's intruder at our door? And so that's why, like, I literally got up, had no pants on. I had only underwear, like a big
Classic.
tee and underwear. And I opened the door. Fully forgot that like other people live here, by the way. And I open the door and I look out and it's a policeman. And so I shut the door and I'm like, okay, I'm going to go put pants on in case he talks to us because this is insane. And so I'm reaching and I go to pull. Guys, I go to pull the first pants I see because I have a pile on the floor with my sweatpants and I can't see anything. All my clothes are black. I was like, I don't know what's going on. And I pull the first thing I see and I put it on and I'm like, okay. And I have a t-shirt on and I open the door and he just knocks again and he's like, you guys need to leave. Like, there's an emergency. And Embo comes out and she's like, okay, like, we're both like trying to get ready. And we leave and we go downstairs and we get to the 4th floor and it's like, it smells like smoke. And then we like leave. And I get outside and I look and I'm wearing a damn pair of flare jeans, skinny flare jeans at 4 a.m.
And it starts to rain
And
a
it
little bit.
starts raining and it's like a low 60s, high 50s out.
It's chilly.
It's chilly enough to be like, oh, it's chilly. And I see everyone and I'm like, oh my gosh, like everyone's wearing, now I'm jealous because everyone else is wearing PJs,
And
slippers, little shorts, and a sweatshirt. You're telling me I picked out a flare jean? Are you kidding? What if all my stuff was burned and all I was left with was a flare jean? It made me so mad. And then and I didn't get the yogurt I wanted. And then it ruined my entire morning. And then I was like in that the rest of the morning and it was such a weird vibe. Also, side note, when we were going down the stairs, when I hear a policeman go, hey, there's something going on in the building, I'm racing down the stairs. I'm going like do as fast as I can.
And you locked in.
No, I'm getting down the damn
It was
stairs.
actually crazy. I feel like I didn't even know you.
No.
I was like 5
I
feet
stood
behind
up
you.
straight.
Your
I
posture was crazy.
No, I'm like, if there's an emergency, I'm fleeing. I have too many stories about like, oh, this thing happened.
Everyone's
No,
moving
I'm
too
getting
slow.
getting
Yeah.
out the building. And also, I'm like, we're on the 21st floor. What if it's on the 18th floor? What if it's on this floor? I need to get out as fast as possible. What if I have to jump out a floor?
Yeah.
Do I have anxiety?
Probably. Yeah, I'm no doctor, but yeah. But also, it's
And
a
then
fire.
my gunshot wound.
Sometimes anxiety is good. Like it's meant for us to like not get hunted by.
My fight or flight genuinely kicked in that moment, and I was like, I need to get downstairs. We get to what? Like, so we're racing
like,
down.
we
I
were
mean,
like 18. We were not.
We
low.
were like,
we were booking it for
we
a while.
were booking it, and we're like going down and down and down and down, and we get to maybe like, I'm gonna say like 13th, 10th floor, and these people in front of us are just like clonk, 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 B5, getting down the damn stairs. And I'm like, okay, so we got like a lot of floors left. Like, we don't know what like floor this fire is on. And it made me so mad. I'm like, hey, so like, I don't know if a policeman came to their door, but this is an emergency. And then firemen start coming up the staircases because now we're on like floor 6 or whatever. And the firemen are coming up the stairs. My immediate reaction is, this fire's so big, it's going up the floors. So, and then these people, the firemen are coming up and they're like, guess we gotta go down, clonk, 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 clonk. I'm sorry, you get notified that there's a fire in your apartment complex. You see firemen with a, like, hose on their shoulder come up the stairs and you go, guess I gotta get down these stairs. I was turbo. Like, actually, it made me so mad. And I'm in a skinny jean.
And there was a girl was behind us, and she, like, also locked in with us. So it was like us three, like, locked in. And then somebody, like, when those girls came in, we were all like, girl, like, let's.
No, literally, like, let's go. And I didn't want to yell at them and be like, let's move.
Yeah,
but, like,
you want to be the crazy girl in the fire.
What the heck? Anyway, turns out the fire was just smoke and an HVAC.
Yeah.
So there wasn't even a fire. But I saw who the people were who didn't hustle. So just know. Anyway, that was crazy. And then we went to Dunkin', and then we went in the orb chairs in our building. We won't say which one. And then went back to bed, and then I had registration for classes at 7:45.
What a day.
A day? A morning.
Yeah.
A dusk. No, a dawn. What a dawn.
What a dawn that was. Explain my experience here. I sleep through anything. Like, if a bomb blew up in the building, I'd be like, dang, I can't believe my bed shook like that. And I'd go back to sleep. Like, I really can sleep through anything. And that night, I also, and I'll be real with you guys, because we're all about honesty. I decided that night, like, there are nights, I was raised with a mother with really bad anxiety. And if you're watching this, Mom, you know it's true. Don't lie to me. She always told me, never sleep naked just in case there's a fire. And I was like, yeah, whatever. So, but the night of the fire, the night of the flame, I was like, it's good to let your cooch breathe once in a while. It's good to sleep naked. People used to just walk around naked and call them air baths. Ben Franklin did that, fun fact. It was a thing.
Side note, really fast, my biggest fear, like genuinely worst fear, is tsunamis.
I know.
And tsunamis. But my worst fear, if that had like a subcategory B or A or whatever, is getting hit by a tsunami while I'm in the shower. I don't know why, but like, honestly, tsunami in the shower, and then gunshot wound. Like, in order, that's how I'm dying.
It's because, like, imagine it's like, okay, like, because if you survive the initial impact of the tsunami and you're floating down in that water, you are naked in that water. And so if someone saves you, it's like you're just covered in, like, tsunami, like, you're just
like,
naked.
Say I survive, like, somehow I'm at high ground enough where I don't really get hit, but I get effective, and now I'm up and I'm like, I survived. I'm naked, and
you're like covering yourself,
and all the clothing stores flooded.
Yeah, there's no clothes.
At that point, I don't even know. I think I'd get like dirt and just try and cover myself.
Or
like, I don't even know what I'd do.
Or even worse, dare I say, you're at high ground, you're on top of like a roof, and all you see float next to you is a pair of skinny flare denim jeans. And you go, there's only one option left.
Anyway, I digress. Continue the story. That was just a side note.
Like, no!
That's my raft.
My tale is I didn't even, as you know, as you just heard, I didn't even realize there were 2 alarms. I heard near the end, I heard banging on the door, and I heard scuffling out here in our common space. And I sleep with my door locked because, and to my roommate's chagrin, I think that's the right way to use that word. Who knows? But to my roommate's chagrin, I sleep with my door locked because my biggest nightmare, some people's biggest fear is being naked in a tsunami. My biggest fear is waking up with a man over me going and stabbing me. So I would rather die in a fire than wake up with someone murdering me. So I lock my door. To disagree or agree, whatever. But I will say I understand the qualms because I also sleep through everything. So they were like, if there's a fire and we can't get to you and the door's locked, what are we going to do? And I was like, it's never going to be a problem. Don't worry. Little did I know. So luckily, though, I will say, I woke up to the door slamming. I also heard Elle scuffling around, and I was like, what is going on? And I heard Elle being stressed. Like, sometimes I can just sense her energy, her stress vibe. I think I heard you were saying something to yourself, right? Like, skinny flare.
I think I literally was just like, oh my God. Like,
you were locked in.
I was so close to be like, Embo, police, fire. And I also didn't know what the issue, like, they didn't say fire either. I think they literally said there's an emergency. So I also was like, my mind
first thought is always
intruder. So I was like, Embo, we're shot.
No,
my gun wound started like throbbing in my abdomen. Like I genuinely was like, oh, it's happening.
When I heard someone bang on the doors like that too, my first thought was like when you're in a school shooter drill and they're like banging to see who opens it and they shoot you.
Yeah.
And hey, docs, we're in America, by the way. Like genuinely, my first thought was like, because when I hear a fire alarm, I'm not even lying. I never think of a fire. My first thought is always there's a shooter in the building.
Yeah.
So I'm like I wake up and I'm naked, as I previously mentioned, because I'm doing my letting my cooch breathe, as some do. And I'm like, fuck, I'm naked and it's time to lock in and I'm fucking naked. And so I like quickly put sweatpants on and like a sweatshirt and whatever, put my Uggs on. When I get out there, I see Elle scuffling in her jeans. And I look outside like in the peephole because I'm like, if there's a shooter, like I don't want to open the door because like I'm not trying to like get like, as Lala would say in Vanderpump, not trying to get popped. So but then I'm like, okay, I hear yelling. And all I hear is Elle scuffling. I'm like, I was like, what's going on? You're like, I don't know. And I was like, okay, so I kind of like do that. I open the door just enough. I feel like where I can like look out and see what's going on. But like if I see a gun, I kind of like close the door again because our doors also automatically lock. So don't try to get us. But they automatically lock. So like if I close the door, like the shooter can get my ass, in my mind anyway. I don't know if that's true. But so I kind of like was like peering out and I see the policeman in his vest. And I get scared because in the city we live in, a lot of times the policemen also, like in my encounters with the police, they have like guns with them as well. Like they'll carry like AKs just around. And so I'm terrified of like, I was like, if I saw him with a gun, I would have been like, I wouldn't have even asked him. But I didn't know what to do because as we're peering out, we're hearing on the alarm still, do not evacuate, don't go in the stairwell, don't go in the elevator. So I'm like, are we even supposed to leave? So I like peer out to him and I go, and he's knocking on the doors. I'm like, are we supposed to evacuate? Like, I'm not even like joking or being stupid. I'm genuinely like, are we supposed to leave? Because you're knocking on the doors, but you're not saying we need to go. You're just knocking and then going to the other doors. And he goes, in literally the most asshole tone. Yeah. Do you hear the fire alarm? I'm like, I'm a dumb girl who doesn't know, like, shouldn't have rights, basically. It was what I felt like. I felt like it was the most, like, condescending voice. And I kid you not, as he says that, it literally is on the speaker saying, do not leave the building. Do not go in the stairwell. Do not go in the elevators. Like, that's what it's saying. As he is saying, yeah, do you hear the alarm? Also, yeah, I hear the alarm.
Who would that help in a panic? Being like, do we evacuate? Yeah.
Like, literally being, duh. Like, shut the freak up.
Is he not scared of dying in a fire? If I was that policeman, I would try and get out as fast as possible.
Yeah.
I'd also be knocking on those doors. Honestly, if my mission was knock on doors, I'd knock on the doors once and I'd dip.
That's why you're not a police.
Yeah, I'd literally be like,
Ella's not a first responder. And
then I'd be like get out! And I'd run down those stairs, and if I saw a kid, I'd push them. I'm not a kid.
Wait, down the stairs? Or
on the way down. Like, if I was on the way down, and then those, like, freaks were, like, moving slow as hell.
Would push them?
I'd be like, get down. I need to get out.
So
it's so scary.
I think it's fair to be like, you guys need to Zoom. Like,
why
hello.
would you not Zoom? Also, it's so...
They were walking so slow. It was actually ridiculous. It was like one step every 4 seconds.
It's so, like, college also to be like running down the stairs during a drill isn't cool. You know what I mean? Like, being like, oh, why are you guys, like, hustling?
No, genuinely. It's like,
why is my safety now embarrassing?
No, it's like, why are you guys so stressed about burning to death? What?
Oh, you guys, like, actually do the drills? That's, like, so embarrassing.
No,
the
really.
The fire drill?
No, genuinely crazy. I will say, like, I understand that you're in a situation as a first responder, right? Where you need to get people out of a building as quick as possible, and that can be stressful. And you're slamming on doors and no one's waking up because it's 4:30 in the morning, obviously. Like, but you as a person who is in a job that is high stress, you need to be able to handle stress. You do not get a pass for being an asshole just because you're stressed out. You need to be able to have composure and treat people that are, even though there was no fire, if there was, a victim of this event, you need to be able to treat people with calm and composed attitudes. You should not be in that job if you cannot keep calm. Like, there's no excuse.
Hey, keep calm.
Keep calm and do you hear the fire alarm? Message of this episode is grace, but also not always. Have grace, but also like, if you're a first responder and you're stressed, like, don't make it my problem. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I don't know if that's crazy to say. I'm not trying to make an enemy of the first responder community, but like, you cannot, like, anyway, it just makes me so mad that he was so rude. And then we got out of there, and everyone that, like, the actual firemen, of course, as they usually are, were very nice. And they were just like, excuse me. Like, they were saying excuse me on their way up to fight the flames. Like that is fine. Like, they were very nice. But, like, they were, the cops and fucking police, they were so rude. Like, all of them were so mean. And, like, when we were leaving, like, the energy, I was so weird. I did not like it at all. Like, I'm evacuating a situation.
Yeah,
like,
it was
why
strange.
are you treating me like this? Like, it is so, like...
Well, it's like, I don't know why like, obviously, everyone in this situation is feeling bothered in the way of, like, I'm bothered that I had to get out of bed and evacuate my home.
Yeah. It's
and, like,
4:30
I'm
in the
sure
morning.
they're annoyed that they're at, like, 4:30 and they're watching all these, have to get these kids out of the apartment that are like, oh, I don't want to get up. Like, I'm sure it's an annoying situation, but I agree where it's like, I'm more like, my belongings might burn. Like, and no one also mentioned how big the, like, fire was, or, like, if there was a fire, how big it was, if it was spreading, what caused it. We had no information. So, like, my mind is like, I'm like, wow, all of our stuff honestly could burn. Like, this whole building could burn. I'm also from California. Oh my gosh, why did I dox myself? I'm from California, so it's like, when I think fire too, I'm like, fire.
Yeah, like, it's
I'm not
done.
like, I don't play with that I'm like, I'm leaving now.
And also, might I add, I was going to self-tan that night, guys. I was going to self-tan. It wasn't like a quick little, like, 1 hour, 2 hour, like, the quick tanners. Like, I'm doing my, like, Maui Babe, not Maui Babe, whatever it's called. Like, overnight, like, you wake up, it's 6 hours on you, you wash off in the shower. Like, that's the tanning I'm doing. So, I, like, was going to do that night, and I was like, you know what, like, it's gonna be, like, fine this weekend. I'm not really gonna be doing anything. Like, why do I need to be tan? It's May. Like, no one cares. And I just also was lazy. I didn't want to do it. And imagine if I was in my tanner, and, like, when you tan and you don't wash it off, you look like you're covered in soot and dirt.
Yeah.
They would think I was coming from the fire. If I was in my self-tanner, they would think that I was the perpetrator.
What if the, like, firemen were like, there wasn't even a fire, how are you like that? And you're like, I'm just trying to get tan.
I'm just in my self-tanner. It's just processing. I think I might
I'm Tanner.
but Giggle.
Rascal.
But I genuinely think, like, maybe I am the people on the stairs, because I genuinely think that if I self-tanned and I heard that I had to evacuate, I think I would have gone in the shower real fast and just did a quick wash. Not like scrub. I think I would have hopped in for, like, literally 2 seconds, let it all come off me, and then hopped down and put my sweatshirt and pants on. I'm already naked anyway.
Honestly,
I'm not gonna lie.
2 seconds. Why not?
Also, I have a question for people in the chat. Hey, chat, I have a question. If there's a fire in my house or in my apartment, and should I turn the shower and sinks on? I was thinking about this during the fire.
I heard something like that where you, like, but I don't know honestly what would.
But should you? I can't remember if I heard you're not supposed to do that or you are.
I have no idea.
But like, I want to know, because what if I do that and they're like, are you out safely? And I'm like, yeah, I turned the sinks and showers on. They're like, no! I guess if it's like a grease fire, you're not supposed to do that. I just don't know what the type of fire it is. So I'm like, I could make it worse. But I was literally thinking about that 2 days before the fire even happened. I was like, I wonder if you're supposed to turn the shower on it.
I genuinely don't know what you're supposed to do with an electrical fire either.
No water. But I don't know how you're only supposed to use, like,
they have fire retardant.
Do we even have a fire extinguisher?
I have no idea.
We
have one in the hallway, I'm pretty sure.
What if the door is on fire and we can't get out?
That sucks.
Do you remember when we lived in our dorm freshman year and you were saying, on the topic of your biggest fear, you were in the shower that's, like, next to the hallway, and you were saying that your biggest fear is falling through the wall to your shower and, like, being in the hallway naked?
I would, like, put my leg up to shave my leg, and sometimes I'd be like, oh, I'm a little, like, you know, unbalanced. And I was like, but what if one day I just crash through this wall into the hallway and I'm naked? Anyway,
you're covered in, like,
I don't know
wall.
if you guys are, like, catching on that my fear is being naked. I feel like that's a valid fear, because what if I just, like, warp through the wall? What if I warp through the wall and all of a sudden I'm naked in the hallway and everyone's like, what are you doing? And I'm like,
But also, like, crazy response to see someone, like, what are you doing? Like, what, do you think I planned this? You think I ran the wall?
I honestly think if I was, like, if I fell over in a hallway and I was naked and someone came, I feel like it'd be, like, some guy being like, oh my God. And I'd be like, oh.
Ew, he, like, steps over you.
Be like, oh.
Ew, this is disgusting.
Be like, oh, what the hell? Be like, oh.
No, but honestly, freshman year, men, honestly, nowadays, if I was naked in any way and my arm was like severed, they would be like, ew, that's gross. Like, I don't think they honestly would save me. I think there were very few men out there.
If your arm was severed.
No, but like, I don't think they'd be like, oh my God, like, we need to help this girl. I feel like they'd be like, that is disgusting. And they wouldn't, that was their first thought, would be like, ew.
That's what I'm saying. They wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, is she okay? They'd be like, oh.
I genuinely like believe that I could handle being a first responder. Like, I think that if you were ever with me in a scenario of like panic, or like if we're like in a shooting, I am your pal. You want me near you. I really can lock in and be calm in any case. Like, I am a calm and collected person in a panic. And I've been proven. I've had moments in my life where I need to be calm and collected, and I am. Like, I'm fearful, but like, and I have anxiety like the guest person, but I can really like, if I need to lock in, I can lock in.
I don't know if I'm calm and collected, but I'm definitely like, I will be the first person out of there. Like, literally, like a fight breaks out and I'm gone. I literally will be like, I am so out of here. Like, I have the game plan to get out, and I will be silent when I do. I will stand up straight. I will be silent, and I will just
like
make my way out of there. Like,
yeah, no, but can I be honest? In this day and age, those are the people that live the longest. Are the cowards?
No, genuinely, I would be like, is everyone okay? Bolted.
No,
sorry.
No, if you're not around, if you're not involved, or like, go. I agree.
That's what I was saying. It was like, I see cop, be like, emergency. I was like, Embo, get your clothes on. I got my clothes on.
Embo, you're naked. Get your clothes on.
Embo, get your clothes on. Get yourself tanner off. And we're going to go down the stairs. And I bolt down the stairs and get out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know what other plan there would be.
No, I agree. Evacuate. Like, what are you going to do? Stop the fire? You're like, no, let me handle this. You grab the hose. I got this.
I got the hose.
You do have all the hose.
I got the hose. Don't worry.
But, I don't know.
Bye.
Thanks for listening. Next time, bring your boba and come join us. This is a chill pod. Yeah. We talk about our lives. We talk about if God's real. That's coming up in the next 2 episodes.
Give us things if you want us to talk about anything.
Yeah,
I feel like we always need a talking point to jump off of. So,
and if we ever don't have a talking point, we're just gonna pull up those like deep questions to fall in love or whatever. We love those.
Yeah.
So we've got plenty to talk about. And if you have any questions, any Q&As, there's probably going to be like 2 viewers on this, but YouTube viewers are valuable to us and they're important.
We love YouTube
and
viewers.
They're probably just Tori, but we love her anyway.
Yeah, hey Tori.
Hey Tori, what's up?
Viewer of the pod.
Friend of the pod.
Friend and
family
viewer.
Of the pod, really. She's like family.
Pod fam.
Pod fam. But yeah, thanks for watching. Bye guys, we love you.
Bye.
Bye.